Your crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south all to equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1000 hours coordinated universal time UTC here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time, guys. I welcome you and I hope wherever you are, you're feeling blessed to be alive. And if you're in good health, thank God for that. And of course, I want you to believe that you're staying safe, you're staying at home, you're washing your hands as frequent as possible with soap and water. And of course, you're keeping that social distancing as well as wearing a mask every time you're in public. Good hygiene is key in eradicating COVID-19 pandemic. I welcome you once more to the show and of course to my loyal fans, mad love to you people. Grace, Naomi, Shiko, Irene, Barbara, Abed, Susan, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, David Muturu, Miss Kindness, Fochari Productions, Madam Beatrice Marango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Pinch 254, Tom, Samuel Gatua, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mangi, Jacob Yator, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Kimani Kamau, Eglantin Lonperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Paul Njoroge, Triza, The Prince, Jane Nelson, Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Caton, Engineer Masinga, the comical Canadian, Marco Awero, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Solomon Mushemi, Justus Kimeli, and of course to our Ubricoin Trading Masterclass gang, Chiza, Isaac Kithua, Job, Ruth Owino, Thiongo, Jane Washira, Lynn Washira, SM Tupwani, David Sainati, Charles Kerr, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Wanjiko Kinuthia, Pastor Zippy, Bishop Mackenzie, and of course the gang that joined us yesterday. That's again Ruth Owino, Ibrahim Gitao, Moss, Chiza, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Job, David Sainati. Mad love to you people. Thank you so much for for your continued support. We appreciate you working with us in this journey of getting the Ubricoin to where it's supposed to be, which is to the moon, and we're thankful. So guys, today we're getting our inspiration from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 17 to 18 that says, but as the scripture says, whoever wants to boast must boast about what the Lord has done. For it is when the Lord thinks well of us that we are really approved, and not when we think well of ourselves. So even as we go through this, even if we're in the midst of a pandemic, we want to believe that whatever we're doing, the victories that we're going to get out of this when you cross over to the other line of safety, of good health, just remember that it is all praise to the Lord. That is the Lord's doing, not your own doing. So having had that, we can now go on to our COVID-19 term. We're looking at community transmission. This is a revisit. And of course, on our crypto news segment, we'll look at how blockchain is being used to find waste heat hotspots. And then on Eureka today, we continue with the conversation, and not just the conversation, but the practical session of the Ubricoin Trading Masterclass. So let us now first define a community transmission. Now, this is where the spread of a virus is happening uncontrolled in the community. Now, this means that it is happening between people in the community, perhaps without them knowing about it. So when community transmission begins, that's where you see that a certain area has been locked down. Like, for instance, here in Kenya, we saw a lockdown in Eastleigh, one of Nairobi's outskirts, and that is because of community transmission. This kind of transmission is happening between people in the same area in the community, and that means that probably they don't know and it is uncontrolled. And so to avoid further spread of this COVID-19, actions have to be taken. So that is it. Now, having said that, let us get up to speed with what's happening in as far as COVID-19 status here in Kenya is concerned. Now, this is data as of yesterday, and we are now at 33,916, the number of tested people, and out of that, 715 have been confirmed, and from that we also have 259 who have recovered. 259, I like to insist that, and we are now at 36 deaths. So you can see what is happening. And yesterday we recorded 15. That's the lowest in the past 1 week, and we are just praying that we overcome this particular pandemic. And we are depending on God, guys, because He alone is omniscient, He alone is omnipresent, He alone is omnipotent. So now let us cross over to our crypto news segment, and we're finding our news from Cointelegraph by Andriy Shevchenko. Talks about Austrian government-backed project will use blockchain to find waste heat spots. So let us look at that. An Austrian project is set to use blockchain to help find waste heat hotspots in the cities of Vienna and Graz. Now announced by the Austrian Institute of Technology, that's AIT, on May 12th, Hot Cities proof of concept involves creating a gamification system to crowdsource hotspots around the city and channel them to provide public heating. Now, the platform will use the Ignis blockchain, part of the ADA ecosystem developed by Swiss company Gelurida. Now, how this is going to work, we have it here now. The Hot City platform aims to make collecting the necessary data voluntary and playful, rewarding the users with tokens that can be redeemed for goods and services. Now, the citizens can submit the information with an app by doing physical on-site inspections or even just scanning photos and Google Maps. As Gibres Rother Jeringa, that's the Hot City project lead from AIT, explained blockchain is used both to secure the data and make it private, while also facilitating the exchange of tokens into specific vouchers. Now, he speculated that use of blockchain could extend further than that, and I quote what he says: blockchain could also be used by prosumers, that's small energy waste producers, if they want to sell their waste energy and use smart contracts and blockchain to do this, end quote. So we are looking at ways in which blockchain can get even more use, and we are seeing that in this particular system that they want to come up with is they want to use blockchain to find waste heat hotspots, and they're involving the public, and this they're doing by ensuring that they collect the necessary data, voluntary and playful, and then they reward the users with tokens that can be redeemed for goods and services. So blockchain is here to make our lives that much better, that much easier. And of course, that is why, as Ubrica, I keep on mentioning that we are not left out in as far as blockchain is concerned. It's dear to our hearts, and that is why we ensure that we are up to speed with what is happening around the world. And of course, we want to be actively involved. And talking about blockchain technology, the best thing about blockchain technology is the cryptos themselves. And of course, without a held crypto, you don't have a crypto. So the UBN is your held crypto. The UBN is the crypto that you need to be looking out for, because this is the crypto that is concerned about what is happening around you, what is happening in as far as your health is concerned. And so for you who does not have a UBNs yet, for you who has not even heard about Ubricoins, I think you're in big trouble. And you're in big trouble because we have been here for a long time. And by a long time, I mean since 2018. If you haven't heard about Ubricoin, then definitely you're not from this planet. And I want you to be actively engaged in definitely having the Ubricoins. Not only having the Ubricoins, but also understanding how these Ubricoins work. And we have an amazing practical session of getting to show you how exactly this is done. So I want you to join us. If you're joining us for the first time, and it's thanks to the two people who joined us yesterday, the new guys who joined us on our Zoom class, that's Ibrahim Gitau and Moss. Thank you so much. Now we want you to invite your loved ones, your enemies, your friends. Everybody needs to get here because we all need to get wealthy. It doesn't matter whether we're enemies. It doesn't matter whether we are not we are not together. The fact is we all need to get wealth. So we want you to invite that other person who is dear to you, that other person who you think is your enemy, that other person who you want to inform about how they can become wealthy. This is the platform. And of course, you join us at 3 p.m. East Africa time with Miss Susan. She's going to bring you the Ubricoin Trading Masterclass, and she's going to do it so well. The practical session is amazing. You're going to understand why you're having the Ubricoins in the first place. You're also going to understand how you get to use these same Ubricoins to make yourself wealth. This is the greatest investment that you can be making for yourself. So the only way you can do this and the only way you can know is by showing up when once called upon. And we want to call you to join us at 3 p.m. East Africa time, and definitely you will understand what I'm saying better. Once you get practical with this, then you'll find it very interesting and you won't even want to leave it. Trading of cryptos is amazing, so you need to know how to do it. It just can't come out of the blues and you imagine that, oh, one day I have woken up knowing how to trade. No, it's got to be step by step. You need to be guided, and we have this platform. So join us, guys, and we are going to get better with the Ubricoin. Once the price of Ubricoin gets going better, then definitely you know that that Ubricoin that you're holding on your smartphone is getting better, and it's on its way to coming back to you with a bang of wealth, wellness, and well-being. I've got to love you and leave you guys, but not without a quote on discipline. And of course, today we're getting it from an author, Royal L. Smith, who says, "Discipline is the refining fire by which talent becomes ability." I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao!